Odsonne Edouard to the Arsenal. So lads, it's been well over a week since my last upload, and what can I say, the world's gone crazy. Of course, the word on everyone's lips right now is the word coronavirus. This is a pandemic that has struck the world all across France, Spain, Italy, and even the Brexit UK. It's gotten to a point where it's gotten so bad that I can't even leave my house anymore. Everything lock off. So yeah lads, in terms of the transfer that we will talk today, of course, it is Odsonne Edouard to the mighty Arsenal.
Babs, are you being serious? Transfer videos?
Listen mate, it's content, so sit down and shut up and enjoy the video. But yeah, in terms of Edouard, he's of course a striker. And in terms of Arsenal, of course, their top scorer Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang potentially could be leaving Arsenal whenever football returns. Therefore, Arsenal of course will look to replace him with a striker, and Odsonne Edouard is one of those players that has been linked with Arsenal. And in terms of his current side Celtic, it looks like they're poised to lose a striker when the transfer window eventually opens. Therefore, today lads, we will discuss Odsonne Edouard's potential transfer to Arsenal. And yeah lads, football is nowhere near back, but we're going to talk transfers regardless. So Babs, let me get one thing straight. You choose to take an entire week off YouTube. Well lads, it's obviously because there's not been any video ideas to make, and you finally make your massive return to the YouTubes. And you choose a transfer video to make. Listen lads, content's content. I hope you enjoy. You're always on guys, my name is Babs14 and I am back with a brand new video. God, does it feel good to say that. God, also, if you mind returning football anytime soon, I would massively appreciate it. But yeah lads, your boy is back in full effect, and yeah, today we are back to talk your favourite topic, that is transfers. Now of course, the transfer that I have said that we will discuss of course is the transfer of Odsonne Edouard, Celtic striker, to Arsenal. Now in terms of Edouard, the man has been linked with all sorts of sources from Scotland and from England to Arsenal, and today lads we will discuss the potential transfer of him leaving Celtic and joining the mighty Arsenal. Lads, apologies for not uploading for a week, apologies for just leaving you behind, but the key thing here lads is your boy's here, he's safe, he's sound, he's breathing, and we're going to talk some transfers today. Quickly though lads, before we get into the video itself, if you might are still here and still watching the videos, yeah, make sure to go down and smash a like on the video as always. If you can smash 100 likes, your boy would appreciate it. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I don't care if coronavirus is here, move aside my friend, because I'm still on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So if you can subscribe to your boy would massively appreciate it. And also lads, let me know your thoughts in the comments on Odsonne Edouard. Is he the player that Arsenal should sign? Is football ever going to return? Is this the end of football? And also let's quickly, one more thing before we get into the video itself. I want to ask you guys now, what type of content do you man want to see? Of course, with there being no football, I can't really make previews or reactions or any matchday vlogs, which is very saddening. So if you lads can let me know in the comments below what type of content you want to see. I'm talking even career modes, FIFA, all sorts of content that you guys think I should make. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And with that being said guys, let's get into this and let's discuss transfers. Odsonne Edouard to the mighty Arsenal, let's discuss. Now how does this go again? Oh yeah, first things first lads, let's start off with exactly who is Odsonne Edouard. Odsonne Edouard is a striker who is French, and he currently plays for Celtic in the Scottish division. In terms of the history of Celtic and Arsenal, only back in the summer we signed man like Kieran Tierney. Please excuse my awful Scottish accent, I'm just very weird right. So of course Arsenal already in the past have made some dealings with Celtic, meaning the connection is still there. Raul Saneh, he still has the phone number of the Celtic executive in his phone book, so yeah lad, you might have to get on the phone again. Now in terms of Edouard and his age, the man is 22 years old, and also he is 6'2" in height. And in terms of the history of Odsonne Edouard, the man came through the ranks at Paris Saint-Germain, then signed for Toulouse, and then signed for Celtic in 2017. And since he's been at Celtic lads, he's been scoring goals for fun. Last season he scored 23 goals. This season the man already has 28 goals. And in total for Celtic, the man has got 62 goals in just 126 appearances. He is a goal scorer. And in terms of the international career of Odsonne Edouard, the man is a French under-21 international. And man even has a grand total of 11 goals in just 6 appearances. The man is a bagsman lads. Odsonne Edouard is also Celtic's all-time record signing. The man signed for them for a total of £9 million. Now I don't want to come across as a massive baller like I'm Don Robbie in that, but still for the size of a club like Celtic, their only record fee is £9 million. £9 million is even less than what we paid for Olivier Lampard-Giroud. But yeah, it goes to show, of course, Celtic are a club that if the money comes in, they will accept. And we saw that first time when Arsenal signed Kieran Tierney from them back in the summer. But yeah, lads, put it straight to summarise, Odsonne Edouard is a French international, French under-21 international, who currently plays for Celtic, and he is half decent at scoring a couple goals. Moving on to the next thing, lads, of course, and that is the type of player that Odsonne Edouard is. Now, in terms of Odsonne Edouard, the man looks like the complete centre forward. In terms of height, as I said already, he's 6'2", which means he's got a very decent frame. In fact, it's the same height as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But not only does he have the height, he also has a lot of speed. Now, I'm not saying he's anywhere near as fast as Aubameyang is, but the man's still got a very decent turn of pace on him, and he has the ability to run in behind, and he's most definitely faster than Alexander Lacazette. And not only does he have the height, the strength, the power, and the pace, but hear this, lads, as well. Apparently, according to the Evening Standard, of course, they have compared him to Sergio Aguero, quote unquote, as they have said. Whilst Edouard's physical stature may not resemble Aguero, who's earned his corn with a low centre of gravity, their playing styles are remarkably similar. Using Smarter Scout's similar player tool, only 5 Premier players over the past several seasons have compared to Edouard, and 3 of those are Aguero, Brighton's Neil Maupay, and of course Diego Costa, which goes to show another one of Edouard's strengths, of course, is his dribbling ability. So what I'm saying to you, lads, is we're getting the complete package here. We are getting Thierry Henry version number 2. Pace, power, strength, height, everything, he's got it all, lads. But yeah, jokes aside, lads, though, what you can see straight away from there and there is the man is a very capable player. Of course, he's been blessed very physically in terms of his height and his pace and his natural, ability like that. But also when it comes to his dribbling ability and his overall link play as well, he's a very neat player on the ball. And in terms of Odsonne Edouard, as the article does say, Arsenal could do a lot worse than going for a player who looks, for me right now, like the complete centre forward. And also when it comes to type of players, you have to look at terms of how will he suit Arsenal's system. And if you look into the managers that he's worked on, of course, he actually worked under Brendan Rodgers when he was still at Celtic. Now, of course, in terms of Brendan Rodgers, he was even a manager who was linked with Arsenal, and in terms of his style of football, it is pretty similar to what Arsenal play. It's passing, possession type of football, where teams will sit back against it. And yeah, in terms of Edouard, he looked fantastic in under Brendan Rodgers as well. So what it goes to show is not only does Edouard look like a complete striker, but he also has the ability to play in a possession-based team. In terms of type of player, lads, I'm not going to go over the top, but I'm just going to say the man is the next Thierry Henry. If you haven't already noticed, the lack of football is making me go crazy. Moving on, lads, onto the next part of the video, and that, of course, is do Arsenal need him? To answer this question very simply, yes, of course we do. Which team doesn't want the next Thierry Henry? But yeah, jokes aside though, lads, in terms of Edouard, I think it's a simple yes for me. Now, in terms of Arsenal's current striking situation, we've got 3 strikers: Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Eddie Nketiah. Now, in terms of Aubameyang, first things first, let's get it straight. Most likely is he'll probably leave Arsenal at the end of the season. And even if he ends up staying at Arsenal and signing a new contract, he might just be considered a left winger by Mikel Arteta. Because of course, if you look at where Arteta has been playing Aubameyang so far at Arsenal, the man's been playing as a left winger majority of the time. But yeah, hypothetically speaking, if Aubameyang was to leave Arsenal, I think Edouard then of course becomes a must signing for Arsenal. Because of course, by letting go of Aubameyang, what you're letting go of there is a player who's secured 30 goals this season, set there and there. And when you let go of a player who's that consistent scoring goals, you need a consistent goal scorer and a proven goal scorer. Now, I'm not going to go out there and say that Odsonne Edouard is a proven Premier League striker, because he's never even played in the Premier League. But in terms of his goal scoring ratios at Celtic, and obviously prior to that, the man is clearly a goal scorer. In terms of Arsenal other strikers, Lacazette and Nketiah, Lacazette for me is not a goal scorer. He has a lot of other abilities, to hold up the play. He can play like a false 9. When the going gets tough and Arsenal need the goals, Lacazette will not provide those goals. Now, I know we scored a lot of big game goals for Arsenal, but if you take away Aubameyang's goals for Arsenal, Lacazette is just not enough. If you were to take away Lacazette's goals from Arsenal, yes, we lose out a bit of goals there, but we're not losing as many goals as Aubameyang is. But for me, lads, I don't personally see Alexander Lacazette as a future striker and a future option for Arsenal. And in terms of Eddie Nketiah, of course, I want man like Eddie to succeed at Arsenal, but at the same time, I'm not naive enough to understand that if we do let go of Aubameyang, we can't rely on man like Nketiah. Now, of course, he could go on to be the next Ian Wright, but for me, lads, if Arsenal to let go of Aubameyang, it'll be very naive of Arsenal just to keep Eddie Nketiah and hope he, ends up being decent. So yeah, lads, to answer the question pretty simply, do Arsenal need Odsonne Edouard? Yes, of course we do. Moving on to the final part of the video, lads, and that is Odsonne Edouard worth £30 million? £30 million, lads. Absolute bargain, may I just say. I think the reason why I think Odsonne Edouard could be a potential bargain for Arsenal, of course, if you look into the market, you look at 22-year-old strikers across the world, and you look at the reputation Odsonne Edouard has in terms of having played at Celtic and scoring goals, his potential for me is very good. Now, if you look at the strikers Celtic produced in the past, of course, if you look at even Moussa Dembele, even he's a player who came through at Celtic and he proved himself at Celtic, and now he's banging in goals for Lyon. and he's been linked with the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal for over £50 million. And in terms of Edouard, I think he's another one of those players who, if Arsenal don't sign it now, he'll end up going to a different team, maybe an rival, and he'll end up being a lot more expensive. And the last thing I want to see Arsenal do is miss out on his bargain, because we've done this in the past with Celtic as well. If you go back many a year, you also will remember, lads, a certain Virgil van Dijk played for Celtic, and he used to get linked with Arsenal year in year out. £10 million transfer for Arsenal, Virgil van Dijk, look at this guy, he's the greatest player the world's ever seen. But it never ever materialised. What ended up happening was Southampton signed him up, the man came to the Premier League, he ripped the Premier League apart, and he then got sold for £75 million to Liverpool, where he now is currently the second best defender in the world. Number one, of course, it's William Saliba. Now, I know, of course, the Scottish League is nowhere near the level of the Premier League, but if you look at some of the talent this league's been producing recently, you can see there's decent players in that league. And in terms of Odsonne Edouard, I think for me he's one of the best prospects in that league right now. 22 years of age, he's a fantastic goal scorer, almost a complete striker. He can dribble, he has a speed, he can finish, and he can link up. Lads, for me, if we can sign this guy for £30 million, it is a massive bargain for Arsenal. It will be ahead of the curve, and also it will save Arsenal a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying Edouard's going to come into the Premier League and rip up instantly, but what I am saying, lads, if we can get Edouard now, £30 million will be a massive bargain, because I think his price will go even through the roof if he signs for a different club. Of course, Edouard is still a young player, so if he was to come to Arsenal, he'd still make mistakes, he'll still, miss chances and so. For me, lads, if you stick by him and you stay patient with him, I see a potential player in Edouard who could be a massive player for Arsenal in the future. In terms of the age, 22 years old, I think it's perfect. He's played in the Scottish League. It's a very rough league. It's a tough league, so he's not going to be, new to the physical nature of the Premier League. And I think in terms of the quality of the player, it's clearly there. Dribbling, speed, finishing, everything's there. I think he has the ability to be an Arsenal player. And in terms of if we let Aubameyang go, he'll go for a massive fee. And then if we sign Edouard, we can then, spend the remaining money on a centre-back or whatever and overall improve the squad. And for me, lads, I'm going to go out there and say right now, I think Odsonne Edouard has the capabilities and the potential to replace Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at Arsenal. My neck is on the line right now. Well, my double chin's on the line right now. Raul Sanlehi, a message for me to you. Currently, the United Kingdom is on lockdown, but it's time for you to lock down Odsonne Edouard and bring him to the mighty Arsenal. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video right there. First of all, apologies for if this video has come across, a bit rusty and I sound a bit mad. Right now, I am going crazy inside, there's no football to watch. The world's going crazy. There's a massive pandemic right now, and I just can't, quantify what's happening right now. And obviously, in terms of the lack of uploads, I would like to apologize for that right now, and I'm definitely going to start uploading a lot more. But that, of course, is where I need your guys' help. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on content that you guys want to see. If you want to see career mode, if you want to see FIFA, anything like that, let me know, and I'll work to bring those content to my channel. Also, lads, if you could smash a like on the video, you would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. 10,000 subscribers will be again there slowly but surely. And of course, also let me know your thoughts on the video itself. And also, would you take Odsonne Edouard at Arsenal? But with that being said, guys, coronavirus is here. Everyone's talking about it. And for me, lads, I'm going to put it very simply. I know football's missing right now, and I hear it right now, but first things first, health comes first. So hopefully you guys can stay safe, your families can stay safe, and my prayers are with you guys. As man like Robbie would say, we're going to get through this, we're going to do this, and then we're going to see Odsonne Edouard hopefully play for the mighty Arsenal. Anyways, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time in a bit.